I would rather fall flat on my face trying something new than spend another year wondering what my life could have been like. I know it sounds very dramatic, but if you've ever had that feeling creeping in at night, like, what if, you know exactly what I mean. Because regret is so much heavier than failure ever will feel, because regret will stay with you for the rest of your life. And failure is just for a few weeks, for a few months, and then it goes. I'm such a firm believer that you can become anything you want at any age in your life. An actress at 35, a singer at 40, learn to play the piano at 50, and even start a new career at 60. Because we don't have just one life, we have different chapters in it. And the biggest lie that we're told and that we're telling ourselves day in, day out, that if you did not start early enough, that it's too late for you. Or that you missed your shot or missed your chance or missed the train. Most people don't stay stuck because they're incapable of doing something, but they stay stuck because of the invisible rules that they make for themselves. It's too late, people will judge me, I should be further by now, I cannot start over again. But those are not facts, babe. It's your fear talking, and you're literally trying to make it make sense. And wanting something new, trying something new does not mean that your old life doesn't mean anything. It just means that you've outgrown the things that you used to do and that you want to try new things, and that's okay. Reinventing yourself does not mean that you should burn your life down or that you should forget about your past life or that you should quit everything all of a sudden. No, it means that you simply allow yourself to add something new without asking for permission. And a lot of people, I made that mistake as well many times, but a lot of people wait for certainty before they take this step. But becoming confident in what you're doing does not come from certainty. It comes from taking the step, taking action, and that's what eventually will make you better at things. That's just how things work. But we want to wait until we're comfortable, until we're ready. Well, guess what? You're never going to be ready. So here are 5 steps that I want to go over with you to choose a new path, because I know it can be uncomfortable and I know sometimes you just need that push, and let me be that push for you today. First one is let go of your old identity without rejecting it. Let me just repeat that. Let go of your old identity without rejecting it. The first step is letting go of what you think you're supposed to be. Not with anger, not with regret, not with shame, but just with honesty. Let go of that part of you. Be honest about what you did, who you've been, who you surrounded yourself with, but let go of it. It's completely fine to let go of that, but please do it without rejection. But Aisha, how do I do that? Well, take a pen, take a piece of paper and write down, who have I been up until now? Like, who is that person that you've been waking up to every morning, looking in the mirror, like, who is she? Who is he? Who is that person? And then ask yourself and write it down as well, because when you write it down, it helps you remember it. It helps you put it into perspective. And ask yourself, what is the person that I'm trying to become? Or what person am I curious to become? You don't have to exactly know already what person you want to become, but I'm curious to become someone like XYZ. And don't erase the past, please. Just build on it. Use it as a foundation. Learn from your past experiences, your past habits. If they were good or bad, learn from it, but don't erase them. Step 2 is being a beginner on purpose. The biggest mistake that we make as adults is that our ego is holding us back, and it's killing everything. Because being bad at something in the beginning makes us feel incompetent, and it makes us feel uncomfortable, especially when you're used to being good at something. But beginners move so much faster than people that pretend that they already know. But here's an actionable step. Choose one step, one lesson, one class, one video, one trial month. And don't just romanticize the end, because we all want to get to the end, but try to accept the journey within, because you will learn so much from it. And respect your starting line, respect where you start. We all started somewhere. The third one is decide if you want it to be a hobby or a job. Because not everything needs to become a job, but it needs to have some kind of consistency to know where it could lead you or to know what it can become. Ask yourself, do I want it to be a job or do I want this to be a hobby? And give yourself 90 days to experiment with it. And don't try to push yourself to perform in those 90 days. Just give yourself 90 days to experiment, whether you're failing. And if you ever feel like after those 90 days, please don't stop before, but give it at least 90 days to try it, because it might be that on day 80 you feel like you suck, and all of a sudden at day 85 you wake up and all of a sudden you're like the best at it. So give yourself at least 90 days, try it, don't push yourself, just take one actionable step at least every day, small or big, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're doing something that moves the needle. And after those 90 days, think, do I really want to do this? Do I want to make it my job? Do I just keep it as a hobby? But give it time, because you have to be curious first. Like, if you have an idea, write it down, try it for 90 days. If it doesn't work, you tried it. And just forget about the labels for once. Just be curious to learn. The fourth step is create space for your new life. A lot of people don't lack talent, but they lack the space that they make for that new thing that you want to try. Yes, but I don't have time. Well, make time. Even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 10 pages, even if it's a 10-second talking head video because you're afraid to talk in front of a camera and you really want to be comfortable, or speaking in front of a big audience, allow yourself to make space for it. So here's what you're going to do this week. Remove one thing. One evening of scrolling, one draining commitment, one distraction, whether that's your phone, whether that's TV, whether that's that one person that is draining you. Remove it for at least this week and see how much time you gain. Because your future needs time to breathe, and it's okay to be boring for a while, to try something new, to give it time. And step 5 is stop asking people for permission. These people are scared. They don't have the dreams that you have. They are not in your shoes. So stop asking them for feedback, for ideas. Surround yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but surround yourself with people that have been through that, or that are experienced at that. But what I wish I knew before is that you don't need approval to change. You don't need someone to tell you that it's okay to take a next step. And let the results speak. You don't owe anyone but yourself consistency. The biggest thing I wish I learned earlier is that you're not behind, you're not too late, you just want something new out of life, and that's completely okay no matter what age you are. And you're brave enough to want something more than what is handed to you. Because I would rather publicly fall flat on my face and wake up one day and realize I've missed a chance. Like, I've never tried. I've never even taken the first step. Can you imagine that feeling? If you're standing on the edge of something new, save this video or send it to someone who needs permission to change. Because we're allowed to change again as many times as we need.